What cancers don't take that extra step to do, go to the person. Do you have a problem with me? No, they shut down and they stew in their own juices, just sitting around, burning the skin off their hand, thinking something is what it isn't. It's not that Clive Davis don't like you. It's that he likes the money more than you.
I don't hear nobody out there. Hold it down.
Bugs. Hello there, bugs. If you have not already done so, please remember to like, share, subscribe, comment respectfully, and join our book club monetarily. You could do so either by hitting that join button right there on the YouTube, or go down in the description bar of any video and there is a Patreon link. Now let's continue reading Miss Phyllis Hyman's The Strength of a Woman.
Phyllis Hyman was a great vocal talent. I really did not work with her from the beginning, and I only made the association in the sort of a later part of her career. But she was majestic. She was vocally excellent. She never achieved perhaps the greatness of success when you hear of Gladys Knight, Aretha, or Dale Morwood. But you, loving music, you would know that she really was one of the great talents, and her vocal prowess was terrific. Phyllis was a great artist.
Clive Davis so full of shit. Nathan theorized that Phyllis felt her black bass was being sacrificed in Clive's efforts to cross her over, and she put her foot down. I think she was very conscious of the support of black audiences from the very beginning. And essentially, it was black audiences throughout her entire career that kept her going. Summing up the strain between Clive and Phyllis, Nathan said simply, it wasn't a good relationship. They just didn't work together well. Phyllis was self-aware enough to realize that she was not always easy to deal with. I'm an explosive person, and I sometimes get irritated over the slightest things. They got medication for that. Because Clive is an Aries, Whitney Houston is a Leo, and their number one priority is business and getting to the money and shining bright, of course they worked well together. Phyllis, she too worried about her own feelings to care about anything else. I think Florence Ballard was also a Cancer. And I'm telling you, their emotions always get in their way and wanting to chase after them. I'm an explosive person, and I sometimes get irritated over the slightest things, she told Black Stars. I do try to be even-tempered, but when something goes wrong, I can blow the situation way out of proportion and overreact. I mean, she said it, not me. All artists are sensitive, but Phyllis was especially so. When Clive tried to change Phyllis's style in the name of marketability, she took it as a personal criticism. She felt that Clive did not see her, and she was hurt that he didn't feel she was good enough just as she was. Phyllis felt attacked, and as a result, her insecurities flared up, and she started acting a ninja. To me, what cancers don't take that extra step to do, go to the person. Do you have a problem with me? No, they shut down and they stew in their own juices, just sitting around, burning the skin off their hand, thinking something is what it isn't. It's not that Clive Davis don't like you. It's that he likes the money more than you. A great point of contention between Phyllis and the label was her current manager, husband, Larry Alexander, supplemented by Charles Ward, an attorney from San Francisco. I think there were a couple of managers that Clive felt strongly about that would have been better managers for Phyllis, said Perry. I agreed with him, but that was her manager. So far be it from me to tell her, fire your manager, who also happened to be her husband at the time. Phyllis had no intention of letting Larry go. That's her nigga. She want her nigga with her all the time. Ain't she a Cancer? No. I'll get rid of him when I get ready to get rid of him. And I tell you, Cancers be a come up for some dudes. I'm telling you. In fact, appointing him to do the job had been a well thought out and calculated decision. What I didn't want was some big fat, cigar smoking, fast talking rich cat who already had everything come in and take over another potential moneymaker. So I asked myself, how do we keep this thing in the family? I sincerely believe that black people have to start handling themselves in this business. That's the only way you can have any self-esteem and feeling of self-worth. Pause. So let me tell you something beautiful that my BFF taught me relative to this situation. Baby, she believed in keeping her baby fathers employed. You hear me? Because if they got the money, then we got the money. Okay? Even to the point where she's no longer with them. If she caught wind of a position that's available that she believed her baby father could do, bring, hi baby father, yeah, this is your baby mother. Okay? I know somebody who hiring. I need you to get over there. It's already in the process. Make it happen. So that is something that I think all baby mothers should consider. You got a baby father that ain't working, that ain't shit, and you don't even mess with him no more. I need you to sit down with your current ninja. Tell your current ninja, listen, okay? We need another income in here because you taking care of his daughter, all right now. I need to get him to work. I'm about to fill out an application for this nigga. Why his current girlfriend can't do it? Guess what? If the bitch could do it, she would do it. But she can't. So I'm about to go over here to this computer and fill out this application for my baby father. All right? I'm telling you, that's what y'all need to do for your baby fathers. Number one, he working. It's going to be over the table. Therefore, they can garnish his ass. And two, it's just not for the benefit of you. It's for the benefit of your child. Be that as it may, Clive's respect level for Larry as a manager was at the bottom of the barrel. There was always this ongoing battle between them. Perry continued. Larry Alexander, her husband, and Charles were always fighting with Clive. There was always something going on. There was never any peace in the valley, so to speak. In Angela Bofield, Clive found a far more cooperative would-be star. Starting with Bofield's third album, she would be signed directly to Arista, and her management would be none other than Vincent Romeo, Clive's close friend. Romeo was Clive's first choice to take over the direction of Phyllis's career, but she wouldn't hear of it. Phyllis needed direction and leadership, said Perry. Clive is trying to do what is best financially for Phyllis and therefore the label. Phyllis is trying to do what's best for her family. In real life, nobody gives a fuck about your feelings or your family. Nobody. I'm telling you, in real life, F your feelings. And if y'all ain't told y'all children that yet, you better sit them down and tell them. Nobody in life cares about your feelings except for the people in this house. When you walk out that door, nobody cares about you, your family, or your feelings. That's why them Cancer bitches stay in the house all the time. But success is on the outside, baby. It's outside the house. Phyllis needed direction and leadership, said Perry. She couldn't do it on her own. Everybody loved her. Radio loved her. Promoters loved her because cancer women got beautiful work ethics. Their work ethic is over and beyond. You hear me? I mean, 20 times bigger than a Libra's ever could be. Okay? 20 times. Them bitches never call off. Never. My BFF went to work with a fucking mud foot. I said, bitch, you drive. She couldn't do it on her own. Everybody loved her. Radio loved her. Promoters loved her. TV loved her. Facts. People all over Europe loved her. Labels wanted her. But she never had direction. The leadership, the folks that were around her did not guide her properly. And a lot of bad decisions were made. Bad decision or not, they were Phyllis's decisions. And she relished decision-making power having her husband as a manager afforded her. You have to accept us anyway, Phyllis said of her professional partnership with her spouse in an interview with Essence. It was also from watching her father that Phyllis had learned a little about escapism. As her father had before her, Phyllis had long looked to alcohol to distract her. She had added pills and marijuana to the mix before leaving Pittsburgh. Now in New York, she and Larry had begun experimenting with cocaine.